I think everybody had an adventure in these stories. If it was the students who were going and just experiencing it, I know we all had adventures in trying to figure out how to keep all of the gear safe. I mean, just every challenging situation can be looked at that way because everything new is an adventure.
The thing that we want to do when we go on a location is we want to bring the viewer back with us on that location and give them the most realistic experience. When you take a camera into a boat on an active river, you have a certain level of risk involved with that. We try to measure that out, and when the camera is at its most risk, we put it away in the case. When we feel that it's a fairly low risk and we want to shoot some video, it's out and we're actively gathering video.
We had to get up really early in the morning. We had to make sure that we had all of the gear with us, and we had to make sure that we had enough interviews to make a really good story. This is a wonderful place, these are wonderful people, and it was a great experience. The weather was with us. It did actually rain during the shoot. We were very, very lucky that we were able to keep everything sheltered, able to do the interviews that we needed to, and get everything done on time. It's one of those stories that when you get there, cross your fingers and hope that everything goes well.
Walker group of 5, Sizemore group of 5, Bergering group of 6, Cinch group of 5.
A typical day during the summertime, we start with our rafting trip first thing in the morning. Customers come in, we get them through the release forms, the safety video, get them outfitted and get them out on the river.
It's time to go ahead and buckle up your PFD, snap on your helmet. I'll give you an idea of what we're going to do today. First of all, we're going to let you get in the raft. That'll make the whole day a lot easier. Second of all, you get to go that way on the river. The reason why you get to go that way on the river is because we have a lot of requests to do Cumberland Falls. The only trouble is, if we did Cumberland Falls from the top, the people at the top get extremely excited. So what we let you do is paddle up to the base of the falls, go halfway up, turn around, and come down again. Qualifies you as doing Cumberland Falls without getting the people at the top excited. Now, if you want to go the easy way on the river, it's going to be that way. You got about 4.5 to 5 miles of white moving water.
Awesome. So, this part of the day is like paddle practice. So let's go off on it. You two up front are going to try to go together. You two up front are going to try to go together. Everybody behind you is going to follow. We're going to do awesome.
We paddle up to the falls. A lot of times it's people's first time seeing the actual waterfall. It was mine the first time I came here for my interview. And it's the biggest waterfall south of Niagara, and it's the only place in the world where you can see a moonbow, which is pretty outstanding. It's pretty significant here. Yeah, we paddle down. We have a great time. A lot of splash fights, pulling people in, you know, taking them through. This river is kind of pushy Class 3 stuff. When the water gets big, it gets a little bit bigger. So we have to, you know, find ways to entertain people in between each rapid. It's a very, very, very forgiving river, which means that the rapids aren't really in succession. You know, it'll have like one big rapid here, and then, you know, you'll have a long, drawn-out pulley type period. And we get to swim around and, you know, tell jokes. And
They stop about halfway at a place called Jump Rock, and I get to jump off the rock, stretch out their legs, and then they head downstream from there.
Sometimes we'll have people that they're a little bit nervous, you know, kind of standoffish at first, maybe not laughing at all your jokes because they're terrified that they're about to swim and drown. So you just kind of gotta, you know, everybody who goes rafting wants to have a good time. You just kind of gotta find what, you know, makes them have a good time, just exploit it, you know. And by the end of the trip, they're just dying to flip at whatever next rapid is coming up.
Come on, guys.
You know, I mean, like, you get a group of people, you know, and you're just like, look, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm about to put you through the most craziest gnar you've ever seen in your entire life. We don't get to do this very often, so just bear with me. You'll be fine, you know. And they just kind of trust you, and they're like, all right, whatever, you know, let's do it. So, yeah, we just have a great time. But I'd say typically the last 3 rapids, the biggest ones, are the ones we like the best.
Best thing about my job is seeing people be able to get out into nature and to see how much more relaxed they are at the end of the day. A lot of times people will come in, they're on vacation, they're doing their best to try to relax, but they're kind of stressed out because they had to get here and there and pack everything up. And they come here and they're like, okay, we're here, we're ready. And then by the time they get off the trip, they're relaxed, they're like, hey, this was a great time. We're just gonna go hang out on your back porch for a while. And it's really, really nice to see people be able to decompress from the stresses of their everyday life. So much anymore, people get caught up in their lives, they get caught up in their electronics, and they forget about the things that are really important and that really center us within ourselves. That's being with family, being with people, and then being with nature. And that makes such a difference in people's lives once they get an opportunity to do that, whether here or any place else that's near them. The bucket list is something that we hear a lot. This is on my bucket list. I wanted to make sure that this is something that I did before I die. And most of it's a fear of the unknown. They don't really know what to expect, and we have people that come in and they're just almost petrified, but they're just, I'm going to do this. And I see them after the trip and I'm like, how was it? They're like, I had a great time. And that makes us feel really good.